Hi traders, this is Forex Nelson and I'm back again today with another 11 trades. Today's date is January the 28th. It's Friday, the end of the week, and I had another great day and week of trading. Love using my Trigger Zones trading system. Lately, I've been calling it the Holy Grail trading system, and mainly the main reason is for this gold line at the bottom here, the TZ indicator. I've also nicknamed that the magic indicator. It really helps me to produce more than 200 pips every day, and today, looking at the totals, is probably around 500 pips. Have to do the math at the end of this video. Now this TZ indicator, it really helps me to find the beginning of the up and down cycles within the market. It's also great for traders who love to scalp the markets on the 5-minute time frame. You can easily trade all 3 trading sessions 24 hours a day. Now this market movement of the up and down cycles, I call that the flow of the market, which is what you must learn. Now every morning about 6 o'clock right here, between 6 and 7, I'm in front of the computer putting together my daily trade plan. We can take a look at that for today. Here it is. Today was great. Many trade setups, a bunch of them that were preferred. And all of these trades was taken directly from the daily trade plan. Now, if you are not putting a daily trade plan together, well, that is one of the main reasons you are failing. You have to drill down the lights from the higher time frames and make your own daily trade plan. If you don't know how to do it, then I highly recommend you get the daily trade plan. Doesn't have to be from me, but you got to get it from somebody. Because how do you know whether you should be buying or selling? You cannot sit on the 5 or the 15 minutes and just look at the candles and guess whether you should be buying or selling. So if you want to know get some more information on this daily trade plan, by the way, I do charge $100 a month for it. It's well worth it. As one trader told me, ever since he got it, he is producing more than 100 pips a day. And before he got the daily trade plan, he was failing. So until you learn how to do one of these daily trade plans, highly recommend you get your hands on it. You want some more information on this? All you got to do is get in contact with me. So now let's move on to the charts. And as you can see down at the bottom here, these Forex pairs, the ones at the top, they pay very little. And look at the instruments at the bottom. They pay a lot more. That is why I used to just do Forex, but had a couple of trading buddies that kept telling me you got to start doing some of these futures because they pay a lot more. And once I switched over, I see exactly what they're talking about. And that was quite some time ago when one of my trading buddies suggested that. And at the time, he was doing the first the Dow Jones, and then he was doing, the S&P 500. But as those two right there only pay $5 a pip. The other ones pay $10, and like the Nasdaq here pays $20 a pip. And that's why it's paying out the most amount of money here. Okay, let's move on to those trades. Please keep in mind that the recommendations here doesn't mean 100% of them will go in the direction, whereas especially on these preferred ones, after it's moved hundreds and hundreds of pips, and if it hits strong support or resistance, it can easily go 50 or 100 pips on a pullback before many times it'll just continue with going in the direction of the trend. That's why you must catch the proper cycles, the up and down cycles that the TZ indicator produces. So moving right along, and as when I was talking about these Forex pairs, imagine if I would have just done 1 or 2 of these, I'd be sitting around all day for 3 or 4 pips, maybe 5, maybe 6. And I used to do that many years ago until my mentor said, you have to start doing more trades. So that is why I do 5 or 10 or more trades at a time. This way here I can be pretty much 99% guaranteed I'm going to have a pretty good day of trading. And the ones that happen to go against you, well, all you got to do is manage it. Keep your losers as small as possible and let your winners run. Okay, moving on. Let's see, pound Swiss. This one I bought it. There's the arrow. Went mostly sideways, but eventually I closed out the trade being happy. And looks like it's only about 4 pips, not too much. And 4 pips on the pound Swiss paid $428. Moving on to the euro dollar, another one that doesn't move very much. As you can see in the ADR at the top left side, it's only 59 pips, the average daily range, and today only went 34 pips. Didn't even hit the ADR high or low. Anyhow, I know a lot of traders trade it because it gives a very low spread, but it also gives a very low pip production. Anyhow, got in at this cursor, closed it out, has to be 5, as it pays $10 a pip. So 5 pips, and there it is right there, paying $500. But I threw the euro dollar in just to show you, you can still, a lot of people would be very happy with $500 a day. But once you get trading a bunch like I'm doing, you're going to want to be making more. It's just the way trading goes. You make every day you get better, and every day you want to make more. Pound, dollar, another one, pays $10 a pip, as the dollar is on the right hand side. Let's see where I got in at. Sold it, there's the arrow, daily trade plan, everything screaming to sell. Went a little bit against me, around 7 pips or so. Close it out with has to be 7 pips, as it pays $10 a pip, and 7. That's why you see those 7 pips paying out for me $700. Okay, let's move on to the next trade, Euro CAD. Here we go. This one I bought it. There's the arrow. Qualified for a great way to trade. I knew I was going to make some pips, but I knew that some of these Forex pairs on many days do not move a lot of pips. Actually, the Euro CAD over here moves 110 pips, but far away from the ADR. Of course, do keep in mind I pulled the trigger between 6 and 6:30, just after 6, and I closed out the trades before, looks like 8 a.m. So for roughly less than 2 hours working. And it's not even 8:30 in the morning as I'm doing this video, and I'm totally done for the day, and I can do whatever I please for the rest of the day. So this one I bought it, there's the arrow, let's see, got in at this cursor, closed it out. Looks like I'm about 9 pips here, and those 9 pips on the Euro CAD paid $703. Okay, moving on to the next trade, Euro New Zealand. Let's see how this one worked out. Another one I bought, there's the arrow, let's see where I got in at. Right about 6 o'clock in the morning or thereabouts, and I closed out the trade being happy. Looks like with 12 pips, And 12 pips on the Euro New Zealand paid $849. Okay, let's move on to the Euro Aussie trade. Let's see where I got in at. Again, right around 6:02 this morning, right here at this cursor, and I closed out the trade again, just being happy. Looks like with 16 pips, and 16 pips on the Euro Aussie paid out $1,115. Okay, finally we can get into the instruments that actually paid good money today. Dow Jones, this one pays $5 a pip. So let's see now where I got in at. Sold it. There's the arrow. Let's see where I got in at. Didn't go much against me. Let's run a check on that. About 82 pips. And looks like I locked in about, well, has to be 100. Has to be 100 right on, actually. And because 100 times 5, 500 times 10 lots, that's exactly why you see down here at the bottom it paid $5,000. Okay, let's move on to the Russell. Keep in mind Russell pays $10 a pip. This one I sold it, and I'm glad I ended up closing out the trade because I would be losing now. You know, remember those good old days where you'd be in a trade, going in the right direction, everything is looking good, and then you walk away from the computer, come back, and you're losing. Anyhow, that's one of the main reasons you have to have trade management in order. Let's see, Russell. Well, at $10 a pip, it has to be 80. Just move it a little bit and it jumps all over the place. But it does have to be 80. Because 80 times 10 lots, that ended up paying $8,000. Moving on to the DAX 30. Here we go. Another one I sold it. There's the arrow directly from the daily trade plan. You probably are wishing right at this point in time that you had my daily trade plan. Look at all the pips you could be making. Could have made a lot more down here, and if I didn't close out the trade, I'd be losing a lot more. Remember, trade management, very important. Now, to get this really accurate, you would have to take the money and then divide it by 37.50, because that's what it pays. But anyhow, I'm going to do that really quickly, but it does say 248. I just used the calculator, and it came to exactly 250 pips, or ticks, whatever you want to call it. Moving right along to the next trade, S&P 500. This one only pays S&P 500 pays $5 a pip. So it moves a lot though, many days. But anyhow, let's see what's happening here. Got in at this cursor and I closed it out again, just being happy with 200. That would be about right, because 2 times 5 is 10. Yeah, that's got to be bang right on. 200 times 5 times 10, and that ended up paying $10,000. So remember, if it's 200, that is 20 points. So it's quite a bit. Okay, moving on to the last trade, Nasdaq. Keep in mind, Nasdaq pays $20 a pip. And another one, I'm glad I'm out, because look at that. I'd be giving back all my profits. Drag and drop this up, see where I got in at. Qualified for a great way to trade. Everything was looking fantastic. Ended up being happy with, let's see, you got to remove the last 2 digits. So that's 68. 68 ticks. And those 68 times 2 times 10 lots ended up paying out $13,680. So, another great day of trading. Fantastic way to end the week. I just calculated everything, and as I said earlier, I knew it was going to be over 500 pips. It worked out to be 750 pips and ticks, and those 750 pips paid $50,353. If your system is not producing on a daily basis like my trigger zone system, I recommend you get your hands on it. And if you want to get some more information, all you have to do is look right below this video and you'll see this right up. It's the trigger zone system. I do charge $250 for it. I teach how to trade the flow of the market, which is what you must learn. And this TZ magic indicator will help you, as it helps me every day. And I'm pretty sure it'll help you once you learn how to catch the tops and the bottoms of each and every time frame. You can use my trigger zones on all the different time frames. Now my system has 5 gigabytes of training, and you'll get an exact copy of my system on your MT4 platform. Included are 9 MT4 templates, 10 custom indicators, and my favorite meter. I threw in a lot of PDF books, a lot of Word documents, and 9 bonus videos. Now this is just all bonus stuff with a lot of training and education, which should help you to find success at trading the markets. Now there's a lot of ways to trade. I do teach a lot of ways to trade. My number one way is a great way to trade. You're looking at a perfect example of it right here on the right hand side. Now you can put this video on pause. We're running short of time. You can read all the different ways that I teach. Each video, each subject here it has 2 videos, and that's why you see 50 training videos here. There's a lot of training and education here. If you have any questions at all, simple, just pick up the phone and call me. Here's my number. If you live too far, simple again, just send me an email. Remember, there's an underscore right here. I really do prefer Skype, simple again. If you have Windows 10 computer, all you got to do is click on this link, as you already have Skype installed. And then we will have a connection, and through Skype screen sharing, I'll give you a free session. I'll answer your questions, give you some tips and tricks. Keep in mind that I do all of that with no obligation to you. Now if you click on this link right here, you'll see 35 screenshots of all the systems I've been building over the years. So that just about wraps up this video, and if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So until the next trading day, should be Monday, and the next video, Monday again, I want to wish you good luck with your trading, and remember to keep yourself and your family safe. Okay, bye for now.